Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayomide, and today I'm going to be telling you guys all the tips that you need to start your crochet business in 2025. I have my iPad here and I'm just gonna be going through like all the tips that I wrote down that I think is important for everyone who wants to start their business should know. The first tip is to obviously know how to crochet. Like, I don't know how you would want to start a crochet business without knowing how to crochet, but I guess you could do it. You would have to get people to crochet for you, but you would also have to have some knowledge in order to know like what you're talking about, what design you would like to do, just everything like that. So I feel like it would be best if you knew how to crochet, because you know specifically like what you're looking for, and like obviously you know in your head like this is what you want your outcome to be. So never mind, I'm just rambling guys. Anyways, tip number one, know how to crochet. That is probably like the most important tip, is to know how to crochet. Tip number two is to have your own niche. And what I mean by this is that some people like to make like hats, some people like to make clothes, amigurumi, plushies. Like, just know what you want to make, and really you don't have to stick to it, but it would be like really good for people to know, oh, she's the girl who makes like plushies, oh, she's the girl who makes hats. Me personally, I would say that my niche is hats, because those are what sell the most in my Etsy shop. Really just knowing like what you're good at. Like for me personally, I know I'm not good at making plushies, so I'm not gonna sell any plushies. Like, yeah, I guess like if you're good at making clothes, like I made this for myself, but I don't think I would ever make it for anyone else because it's just not my niche. And yeah. Tip number three is to figure out the platform that you want to sell on. There's a lot of platforms. You could do like Instagram DMs. You could do Etsy, which is what I use for my business. You can do Depop, Shopify, or you can even make your own website. However, I wouldn't recommend this for someone who's like starting out with like a small audience, because the thing about having your own website is all the marketing is from you. So everything that you're posting, that's the only way that people will see like what you're selling. And I wouldn't normally recommend this for like smaller people, like I said, but if you want to start your own website, no one's stopping you, so I guess you can like go ahead. And yeah, one thing I would say about Etsy is that they do have a lot of ads, but it helps a lot. Like for me, when I first started selling on Etsy, the way that I was not getting no recognition at all, like nobody even saw my shop until I started running ads. So Etsy has a thing where you can run ads, and I'm still only like running ads for $1 a day. So it's like Etsy will do all the marketing for you. They will like they'll put your products out there for you. So I would really recommend Etsy. But Depop is also a good one, although I haven't sold any hats on there. In the future, I'm probably gonna look into that, because I think it's just like a really good platform. Plus, I know that I don't think they have like really heavy like taxes and fees, so Depop would be like a good idea. I opened my Etsy page in 2024 in May. I opened it in May of 2024, and I did not get a single sale until a month later. And that sale were my friends, who I literally told. I was like, oh dang, I'm still waiting for my first sale, and they literally bought hats for me. W friends, love them. But Etsy, it really does take a while to sell on Etsy, and that's also because people want to see shops that are kind of defined. They like to see shops that just have reviews already, which it makes it hard. If you're first starting out, it is hard, but I just say don't lose hope, because when I tell you, a month later I was getting like orders every day. Just really don't give up. And I will also recommend taking really good pictures for your products. That's even what I'm trying to do, is like take better pictures for my products, because this goes a long way. Even if you don't have any sales yet, if they see that your products are good and they see the legitimacy of them, they will definitely want to purchase from you. And then Shopify, I don't really know too much about Shopify. I think for crocheting businesses, I would mainly focus on Etsy and Depop, because Shopify, I think you also have to do like most of the marketing by yourself. Depop, Etsy, main two that I would recommend for someone who's first starting out. And then you don't have to have social media, but it plays a very big role if you want a lot of people seeing your products. Like, you don't necessarily have to have like a big social media presence in order to get a lot of sales, but if you're going to use social media, I would definitely recommend getting Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. Those are the 3 that I use. And I have the same name for like every page. Like my TikTok, Crafted by Io, Instagram, Crafted by Io. Like, it's good to keep it all the same so that people know how to reach you. Like if they want to see like your other pages, it just makes everything like easier, in my opinion. And you can also do YouTube. But I personally didn't think about doing YouTube until like later on down the road. You can do YouTube, but it's just like really hard. And I know for me especially, like I'm just now starting my YouTube channel. Well, not just now starting, I've had it for like a few months now, but I'm really bad at posting and it just takes so long to edit. So I would mainly focus on TikTok and Instagram. What I would say for those is I literally started both of my pages from scratch. I started my business officially back in April of 2024, and I literally had like probably 50 followers on my Instagram from people who follow from my main page, and then literally 0 from my TikTok. And for my Instagram page, I think I have like 3,500 followers, and for TikTok I have like over 2,000 followers. So I'm still starting up as well. Like, I'm not that big, but you don't have to have a big following in order to make your videos go viral. Like, I remember one of my first videos, I had like maybe less than 1,000 followers and it had like over 500,000 views. So what I would say is that you should just make like good content. Like, I know for those who watch Cameron Kane, in her video she mentioned that funny content does the best, and she absolutely ate with that because it does do the best. And this is what I've been trying to focus on nowadays, because I don't know, for me, like I make the same hats and beanies like constantly, so I feel like if I post the same type videos every time, it's not gonna do as well as if I like make relatable videos. Like, I don't know, I'll probably pop it up on the screen. Like, I just do like random things. Either you can do funny content or you can do aesthetic content. I would love to get into aesthetic content, but I don't know, like it's just, I don't think it's me. Like, I don't think I'm an aesthetic person, so my content wouldn't like really portray me as a person. I would also recommend like showing your face a lot in your videos. I know for my Instagram and TikTok, I show my face making my hats. I show my face when I'm doing funny content. So I feel like when you post, people will see you, people will get to know you, and if you're consistent on top of everything, your page is gonna do so well, I promise you. Like, back in the summer when I had so much free time, I was getting like followers every day, like so many followers every day. And then when college started back up, I was not consistent whatsoever, and now I'm struggling. I'm actually struggling, guys. Like, I want to say struggling, but my content doesn't do as good as when I was posting like every day. Like over summer I was posting literally every single day, and I would recommend that if you want to get people to see like your stuff. Another tip would be marketing. If you want to make the most out of social media, you have to post every single day. Like I'm telling you guys, every single day. It's got to be like your job. It's got to be your mission. One of my friends who has a clothing brand, he used to post 3 times a day, and he went from having 0 followers at the end of 2023 to having 15 or 16k. Even to this day, he's still posting 1 to 3 times a day. So I would say definitely post, but also it's not just about posting, but it's also about the quality of what you're posting. Your videos should really show that you took time. I try to do this. I try not to BS my videos, but hey man, you guys can look at my Instagram and see how I used to do my videos. It's definitely evolved. Trust and believe it's going to keep evolving, but I guess just like it just takes practice. I know the way I used to make videos in the beginning isn't how I do them now, and so it's just like you're kind of growing with your page in a way. Marketing, post every day, post good quality content, post your products, but not only your products, post your personality, post funny content, and trust me, you will see that page growing in no time. Tip number 6 is to know how much you're spending on yarn and supplies. This one might be hard, especially since maybe you just buy yarn out of random, or you just buy this or this, but you really have to keep track, especially if you're going to be doing taxes on your business. This is something that I'm also trying to work on, is keeping track of how much money I actually spend on buying yarn. And not only that, but supplies also include packaging labels, your thermal printer, just everything packaging wise, your yarn, your crochet hooks if you're buying more, and your camera could count if you're starting YouTube. I guess my camera could count as an investment for my business. What else? Business cards are really good. This ties in with tip number 7, which is having a logo. When I first started out, my logo now isn't the same as it was before. I literally had my sister make me just some logo, and I put it for every page. But then as my page started growing, I asked one of my friends who's a graphic designer to help me design another logo, just to make it look a little more professional. And I also use Canva. If you look on my YouTube, my banner is something that I made, and I made it through Canva. And I also made the banner on my Etsy shop through Canva as well. I'm pretty sure it's the same banner. I'm pretty sure it's the same. But if you want to do a quick logo for your brand, I would definitely use Canva, or if you know how to use Adobe Photoshop, go off. Like that's even better. But me personally, it's gonna be Canva. I'm sorry. Tip number 8 is, once you make your first sale, of course, know how to package your products. So when I first started my brand, I didn't have a TikTok, I didn't have an Instagram. I literally had word of mouth. And this was because my friends used to see me wearing a couple hats that I made, and they would be like, oh, I like that hat, can you make me one? And it was just like a word of mouth business. Like they would sell me money and I would make the hats and give it to them. But it still matters how you are in the beginning. Like I remember in the beginning I would just hand it to them, and then it progressed to having like paper bags and putting them in the paper bags and handing it to them. Then it progressed to still having the paper bags, but I had like a plastic one, like a clear one. I would wrap the hats inside, put it in the bag, give it to them. And then I got business cards as well. So I have 2 that I usually put. I have my regular business card, and then it has a QR code on the back with my social media and a little logo, or not logo, a little slogan, Crafted with Love, crafted by Ayo. And then I also put like a thank you, like just thank you for supporting my small business. So yeah, it's just a way for like people to see that you're actually serious about your business. It's a way for people to know that you appreciate them for buying your products. Packaging like really matters. Everyone has their own way of packaging, but I guess mine is just kind of like simple. I put them in the plastic, like the plastic bags like I said, and then I have poly mailers. I use black poly mailers, and then I also have a thermal printer in the back where I print my labels just to make it all like look put together. Definitely invest in a thermal printer. When I got it, it was like $70, but when I tell you, it's way better than printing labels from a printer. It's way easier. Like you literally just get the labels from like Amazon, or you can even get them for free from UPS. I get mine from Amazon. I have the app on my iPad and my phone. Great thing about Etsy is that you can create your labels through them. All you have to do is just press get shipping labels and they'll send you an email. You can print from like the website, or you can also print from the app, and it literally just prints the label for you. It buys them for you too, so it's all incorporated in like the fees that Etsy takes. I'm telling you, like Etsy is like the best platform for if you want to start selling. Tip number 9 is just be yourself, be creative. I sell, where is it? I sell cat beanies. These and my slush beanies sell the most on my Etsy for sure, but the way that I made these myself is the colors that I use. So this colorway is something that I made from my noggin, and then there's another colorway that's really popular. It's a sunflower colorway, and I don't know, I just made those my own. You can do stuff, you can sell products that other people are selling already on Etsy. It's just gonna be really hard for you to be out there since there's other people selling the products that you want to sell, but it's definitely not impossible, I feel like, because I wasn't the first person to sell cat beanies on Etsy, but like, a lot of people get them from my shop, and that's because I built the credibility, and also the colors I use are actually original. I also say be creative for the content that you post on your social media as well, because you don't want to copy off other people. I'm not gonna lie, you just have to be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Trust me, just be yourself. And use your brain. Let's get some thinking power going on. I know you guys are smart. I know you guys can come up with things that you could sell that are original, and it doesn't have to be like major changes. It could be the way you make it, the colorway. Maybe you bedazzle your things. Maybe you have your little logo that you do. Just something different that makes your products unique to other products would be really good. And my last tip of advice is to not be discouraged. Guys, when I tell you, I literally started from nothing, having no sales, to having a point where I was getting sales every day. I honestly say do not be discouraged. If I was talking to myself back when I started my Etsy, I would not have known that I would really enjoy having a business and making money off it. So to this current day, I have made about a little under $7,000 on Etsy, and this is not including the fees. But for someone who started almost mid-year, this isn't bad for your first business. I can say that's almost a 5-figure business. But we calm down, we move gently, we move humbly. So I'm sorry that this video is all over the place. This is my first time, I think, making a sitting down video, but I hope these tips really helped everyone, and I hope that you guys enjoy your day. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.